welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. I am Jason Green, and it's Monday, and we are live. That's right. Trying our best to stay live every Monday and every Wednesday. We'll see how everybody's weekend was. I went to see Vane and Faster Pussycat at a club called Vamped here in Vegas that's closing after 16 years, and it was a interesting night and a lot of interesting characters, and then all kinds of stuff going on because I'm getting ready for the big Hollywood show, and I'm getting ready for Piercy DiMartini here in Vegas, and then off to Canada with Stephen Piercy and Vince Neil, and then this Wednesday 13, will be here. Hopefully Sean Clark as well, but I'll have a pair of tickets to give away to Piercy DiMartini in Las Vegas, courtesy of Dollar Loan Center, and that's a $500 value. So you're going to want to stick around for all that and more right after this. Right after this. What the fuck? Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there to waste time with that. Man, ponderous. Nothing ever goes right. Everyone thinks, I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to be an influencer. It's not that easy. I got to sit here, and have technical difficulties. He's talking to an inanimate object. Excuse me. And it's not all just you put out a video about Sanford and Son and you get 500,000 views. There's a lot more to it than just that. I'm glad everyone's here. I'll take a look at your questions and comments in just a little bit. But so this Saturday night, maybe Friday night. Was it Friday night? I wonder. Was it Friday night? Why is nobody fucking listening to me? Hold on. Let me Google. No, let me Google it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is what my life has come to. You guys caught me on a fiery day. All right. It was Friday. There we go. Well, son of a bitch. Friday. I went to Count's Vamped, and I saw let's start the show again. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there to waste time with that. We are, and it's Monday, and boy, am I in a good mood and happy to bring you a fun-filled family entertainment show. Going to get to all your wacky questions and comments in just a minute, but first tell you a little bit about my weekend. On Friday night, I went to see Vane and Faster Pussycat at a club called Count's Vamped. Vamped has been there for 16 years. For those of you who don't know, there's a guy, his name is Danny the Count Coker, and he owned it, and his wife runs it. And 16 years is a great run. It started with the name Feel Goods, and Vince Neil was a partner in it. Somehow it didn't work out, and Danny the Count Coker took it on himself and kept it running. The band Sin City Sinners that I created and managed played there for years, including a charity event. There was 24 shows in 24 hours. So we basically lived there with guests coming in. I'm going to do that same stunt here on YouTube, 24 YouTube shows in 24 hours. It's coming. Mark your calendars. I don't have a date for you, but it's coming. And so I'm very acquainted with the place. My band, Sin City Rejects, played there many times. And sadly, after 16 years, it's time to close. It's a tough business, entertainment business, club business, restaurant business, probably the hardest part. Here, how do you keep it open 7 days a week? This was a locals spot, not on the strip. So anyway, they're closing after still a better run than most. And they are looking for someone to maybe take it over, buy the property, who knows. But Chuck Brennan at Dollar Loan Center, this guy Chuck Brennan is he's the bee's knees, if you will. He really likes to throw a party. Some of the best parties I've ever been to are CB parties. This is no exception. The final month at Vamped, he's decided to have larger acts play a smaller venue. I mean, maybe there's 300 people in Vamped, in that ballpark, and he's got Piercy DiMartini, he's got Loverboy and Night Ranger all playing in a small club. I personally think this is going to be the best Piercy DiMartini show yet. Sure, arenas are cool and they look cool, but how many chances are you going to get to see Warren DiMartini play at a small stage? We were discussing today, how many cabinets can we get in there? I said if we put too many, it's going to look like Yngwie on steroids. I mean, how many stacks can you have? It's a small stage. So if it's in your budget and you can get to Vegas, you're going to want to do that. Otherwise, you can always play the odds, and or probably not odds in your favor, but this Wednesday, Dollar Loan Center has given me a pair of tickets to give away to someone in the audience. We have to find. I shaved. My skin is irritated me, if you will. We're going to find a creative way to give away. But tune in, if you can make the show, maybe you can win. So that's a little bit about Vamped, going out big. And so I went, and I hadn't been there in quite some time. And I knew that it would probably be a who's who of Vegas, at least. And of course, that means Sebastian Bach, who was probably on his way to being the mayor of Vegas, was there. I wanted to tell Sebastian Bach that I'm against all these assholes like Pete from Trickster. I'm sorry, Pete from Trickster. He's been on my show. But everyone's taking shots at Sebastian to get clicks, to get views. I know what you guys are up to. You got to pick on Sebastian Bach, and because Pete wants to sell a YouTube channel. So for some reason, he decides to attack Sebastian Bach, one of the last great frontmen. Is he eccentric? Maybe. Does he sometimes drink and get a little wild? Probably. But that doesn't mean that no Sebastian Bach, no Skid Row. That's the facts. I don't care who wrote the songs. It's not working. They've gone through 50 singers. You might like them. And I respect those guys. They'll come on the show at some point. But the Skid Row that you know and love is with Sebastian Bach. So I don't know what to say otherwise. He's the guy. And I see that these websites, everyone's looking for clickbait. I'm fortunate that I built this channel without clickbait. I'm doing my best, at least, because people are just bullshit, trying to start fights between people. I'm sort of happy. Like, I don't really need to have people on my show. I saw people clamoring to get Tammy down, to do an interview, because you want him to say something that's going to get a blabbermouth headline. And yeah, Eddie Trunk interviewed him. That's his job. He didn't really get anything out of it, but I don't want to do that interview. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to try to do clickbait. I went on the 80s cruise with Faster Pussycat, was there. I have a video documenting it. It was very hard to release, but it was my job to document my trip, and that was that. Doesn't mean I need to go, Tammy, how do you feel? If he wanted to talk, he can talk, but he's got something to promote, and I'm just not fighting for clicks anymore. I had Bill Leverty from Firehouse on. I think 7 people have watched it so far because somebody else interviewed him and got a blabbermouth headline. Everyone's clamoring. I don't need it. I got Sanford and Son, okay? 500,000 plus. I got the Jeffersons closing in on 100,000. Anyway, and I have a loyal audience that tunes in and listens to me yap on and on. And on, or babble on and on and on. So, and we'll get to all your questions and comments, but I'm still yapping. So I saw Sebastian. I was happy to see him. And I was hanging out with Ronnie Sweetheart of the Throbs, which was pretty cool because Danny Nordahl, is the bass player for Fast Pussycat, is in the Throbs. And so to see Danny and Ronnie together was fun. And it was good to hang with Ronnie. He's been on the show twice, but never got to really hang out. And so we had a good time. He was in a band called VO5 with Sebastian Bach, pre-Skid Row. And it was sort of fun to see them sort of reunite because everyone told me that Sebastian Bach would rave about Sweetheart, growing up with Sweetheart, how cool Sweetheart looked. And they hadn't seen each other in quite some time. It was a night for a lot of making amends, seeing people, things of that nature. So anyway, and then DJ Ashba was there formerly of Guns N' Roses and 6 a.m. I think DJ might have been a better addition to Motley Crue than John Five. What do you guys think? Not to say that John Five's not an immensely talented guitar player, but he might be too Shazammy, if you know what I mean, for that. But that's up to you guys, not me. I'm not going to see it either way. So he was there, and Alex Grossi, and other people that I see on a regular basis who live in Las Vegas, and so it was nice. And then Vane, I talked to Davey Vane. He's going to come on the show. He was out of the country for a little while. He's been one of the most requested interviews that I've had, believe it or not. People really want to know about Vane. He tells great stories. He's told me great stories before. And so anyway, I'm going to have Davey will be here soon. And then, so watch them. They were great. Play a good show. Band sounds good. It's, I think, all original members, maybe one missing. Otherwise, really good. And then after that, Faster Pussycat. And I've been at the last 3 Faster Pussycat shows, at the Rainbow, and obviously on the cruise, and now here. And Tammy's great. And as he said, that the tragedy that affected him, as many of you know, his fiance committed suicide on the 80s cruise, excuse me. And a lot of people I saw Blabbermouth saying it's not confirmed whether she fell or she jumped. But she jumped. I mean, this has been reported. This is not a scoop, and it's sad. And Tammy has said that alcohol and pills had a lot to do with it, and that one of the reasons he's not giving up his sobriety. And so he's out on the road trying to be around friends, which is his band, and do what he does, which is make music, perform music live. And so anyway, that was pretty cool. And it was nice after the show to get to chat with him a little bit. We have been texting, but it was the first time I had a minute to talk since the 80s cruise. And he's doing good. And he's out with his dog, Carlos, which was Kimberly and his dog together. And the dog is a road dog, to say the least. And after the show, a few of us were getting together, and Sebastian Bach was talking to Tammy. And I love Sebastian, so don't go and tell him that I said bad things, but he is so funny. He was telling Tammy about how he books the hotel rooms. And, dude, I don't let the tour manager book. I book the hotels. And I'm listening to him, and I go, well, I want to know what you... Dude, I have a secret. And I was like, well, I got to know the secret, because I book hotels for a living on a regular basis. And he explained to me about, it really wasn't that big a secret. He gets the Hilton app, and he books rooms, and he books all the rooms, and then you get enough points, and you get some free rooms. And he wasn't wrong, but Faster Pussycat tours on a bus, and they stay on the bus. And you shower at the venues. And that's kind of how it goes. But Tammy also doesn't like to be inside clubs. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. So he spends his time on the bus. That becomes home. Some people prefer to do it that way. Now, every Faster Pussycat tour, it seems the bus breaks down at some point. Well, this one was no exception. It broke down on the way to Vegas, only 40 minutes outside California. It's like 95 degrees in Vegas right now every day. But they made it. They were here and performed a great show. So I got to catch up with those guys, Chad Stewart, who was on the 80s cruise with us, and then on the Monsters Rock cruise. So I spent, 12 days at sea with him, and I've known Chad a long time and had some good talks with him. And it was nice to catch up. And then same with Danny Slim Tender, who finally seems to remember seeing me. Maybe it took a while to stay. I've known him 25 years. And then Sam Bam, their guitar player. Sam Bam plays also. Well, he just played with Godsmack. I don't know what the future holds, but Sam's going to come on the show, and maybe we can ask him. But he's an up-and-coming young guitar player, and Tammy might have been one of the guys to sort of discover him and really loves him in Faster Pussycat. I will say that this lineup of Faster Pussycat is the best since the original lineup, or the second with Brett Bradshaw even. But this is the best lineup I've seen. I think the players work. Kieran Robertson, who is romantically involved with Heather Leather, and saw them. And he's a great guy, nice guy. And so it's a really nice band of guys. And but anyway, Sam will be here soon. We had a nice talk, and it was good to catch up with everybody at the show. And as I said, Chuck Brennan knows how to throw a hell of a party, and it was fun to see a lot of the local Vegas fans, people that I've known for so long, who go to the shows. And these other shows coming up might be a little out of people's price range, so this was a good one to sort of say goodbye to Vamped. It's weird, when you live somewhere and you go to so many shows, and then suddenly it's gone. All right, let's take a look and see what you guys are up to, right? Let's take a look. Jason says, who knew Sanford and Son would be the catalyst for Chanel? Cool to watch the momentum build. I knew all along. I knew. All I got to do is go to a lot that used to have a junkyard, and I'm in the money. No, thank you. I'm so glad to see the channel grow. This morning, I put a video out for the Wonder Years filming locations. If you enjoy that, please like it. Go watch it if you haven't. It's fun. A lot of TV videos. We're going to keep this thing going, till I know self be true. I did the TV videos because I enjoyed it. I wanted to go see these places. A lot of these places I saw long before I had a YouTube channel. And it seems like everyone's liking it. It seems like the rock audience is digging the TV videos. Now we'll see if we can get the TV people to like the rock audience. But I want to say the secret to YouTube is come on your show or my show and say you deserve better, more likes and subscribes, and then maybe it'll happen, because it seems like that's what happened, right? 1 second I was bitching, and the next second the world was huge. I don't know what that means. Hello to Brian Kirk. A lot of new channel members. I'm glad to see some of the old guard here. Hey everyone, what a weekend. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. I also saw a lot of subscribers and a lot of channel members, Patreons at the show. It was great running into Tina again. Haven't seen her since Oroville, which is like Sacramento area, but I love meeting everyone. Yeah, at one point I'm standing in the VIP area. It's kind of real. Why am I here? Like, I don't need a rope between me and everybody else. I'm not a superstar, and really the rope doesn't do anything. I mean, Sebastian Bach you see him, and I'd rather just go out and walk around and meet people, and that was the case. I hope to meet as many of you on the road or wherever as possible. This is Shane Bennett. Hello, Jason. Hoping to finally meet you at the Fanboy Expo in Knoxville. Well, you are going to meet me. I'm going to be there. And I can't wait. Looking forward to it. That's going to be a fun show. Loretta Swit had to cancel. She was scheduled to appear. She had to cancel due to death. So she will not be there. And Bob Eubanks had to cancel due to illness, which is slightly better than death. Bumper, can't wait for the Hollywood show. Well, Bumper, it's funny you should mention the Hollywood show. They canceled Diane Ladd today, not due to death, but I was a little bummed out. But I will be at the Hollywood show Friday, June 6th and 7th. I think that's right. It could be wrong. But Friday is the 6th, and I'll be there with Simon Wright of AC/DC and Dio. And then on the 7th, I'll be there with Stephen Piercy and Whit Hertford in a reunion of the Lay It Down music video. Whit Hertford plays young Stephen in the music video. But don't forget to blow out the candle, Stephen. And he wishes, and he turns into Stephen Piercy, adult Stephen Piercy. And so we have a commemorative picture to commemorate 40 years. They're going to sign it. And I'm getting very close to tracking down Marianne Gravette, the actress, on the cover of The Invasion. I do have spies working on it. Hold on, I'll take a sip of my drink. But I do have people working on it. We're going to find her. Maybe she won't do a public appearance, but maybe a private signing. We need it, and I'm working on it. If you can't make the Hollywood show and you'd like to get an autographed picture, I made 40 pictures of Stephen and Whit available and 25 of each Stephen photo. And a lot of them are already sold out, but there's a few there right now. And this is really just a special thing that Stephen and Whit are letting me do for the show. 10% off with the code RATT, RATT, all capitals. And in fact, anything in my merch store is 10% off. So if you want to buy a t-shirt of mine or sign up for something, if you want something, it's 10% off. You can also order Simon Wright photos, which have just been added, including AC/DC photos. So anyway, if you can't make the show and you want a memento, I don't know when Stephen and Whit are going to be together again. Get it. And for those who are going to be there, Whit's going to have a lot of photos. Poltergeist 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, maybe. Jurassic Park. A lot of people want to see him for Jurassic Park. And yes, so all right. Blake McCord. Hey, Jason, hope you're having great days. Thank you. Not so bad. The show started a little rough, but now once I started over again, I'm a new man. If the link for those things, by the way, is in the description. So if you want to get over there, get it. And like I said, there's only 40 of the Stephen and Whit ones. Okay, I'm looking here. This is why Jason's blowing up. You mean my temper or? Yes, Vane Festival Get Rocked YouTube. You know, it's a crazy world now. You can just watch an entire concert on your phone. Now, listen, if you don't live in Vegas, I get it. But boy, don't let cell phone videos keep you from going to shows, because it's much better experience. Yeah, thank you, Jason. It was very Bill Maher, or not Bill Maher. What's that asshole's name? He was on Fox News. He was a complete loser. Can't remember his name. He was the bottom of the barrel. He started Inside Edition. You know you're bad when Fox News gets rid of you before you can become the Secretary of State. But whatever that idiot's, Bill O'Reilly, but he's infamous for having blow-ups. And he said, F it, we'll do it live. How did Davey Vane sound? He sounded great. Sounded like he always sounds. I haven't noticed a slip in his world. Skylar, nice to see you. West Coast Ronnie, was there a pressure from Ticketmaster? I don't know what that means. I can't remember. I don't know. You might have to elaborate. A lot of people saying hi. This is Sam Stanley. I can't wait to see you guys at Rock the Dam in Beaver Dam, Kentucky. I can't wait either. We're about to get really busy. We've been home longer than we've been home in a long time. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. I got to see Lisa and her lovely significant other. The Sebastian's in bathroom all the time. It was so good. Yeah, a lot of fun. Sebastian, I think, is going to just jam every one of these vamp things. Leave the Bach alone. I agree. Look, they're using Bach for attention. Christina says Snake and Rachel have horrible attitudes. I've hung out with them a few times with John Solinger, and they're a good example of don't meet your heroes. They're not my heroes, but you know what I mean. I haven't had bad experiences with them. I enjoy seeing them. I enjoy talking to them. And I'm not there, but I Skid Row without Sebastian Bach. I mean, I don't get it. Here's Thomas. Thomas is a channel member. Thank you so much. People have objectives which are selfish and ignorant of others. I hate clickbait stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing. I shaved, right? And right here, right under my nostril, I am so itchy. And so I don't want you to think I'm picking my nose. Not that that's a problem for me. I don't care what people think. Okay. I got a whole new system, so I'm still trying to get used to it. So you'll forgive me. Hey, Amy, I see the new listing for the Monster Cruise, and Stephen Piercy wasn't on the list to be there. Okay, well, they're just started announcing names, and I don't know what I can tell you if it's there or if it's not. Wait and see. Chris, Little Man Carlos. Yes, that is Little Man Carlos is Tammy and his late fiance's dog. Bach needs to reunite with Skid Row. I think we all feel the same. Yes, anyway, look at a tragic 10, you'll get through it. Yeah, I mean, look, couldn't imagine what he's going through, right? Can't imagine. Slim Tender would be a great interview. He would, if he could use a phone. I mean, he would need Chad or someone to help him. Maybe after Sam could maybe help him. Sam would be a great interview. Super nice kid. Yeah, it's great that at 30 you're a kid. You know what I mean? I guess when you're my age. Chris says Sam is my number one favorite guitarist. Well, Sam, Chris, you're going to enjoy the interview. I pre-interviewed him in the parking lot, so it's going to be good. I just watched the George Lynch interview. Very cool dude. Thanks for contact. Thanks, Brad. It's funny that George Lynch interview popped up in my feed today. It's an older one, and it was a controversial one. But you know what? The ones where people want to bitch at me are the interviews that do the best. Some people said I said his name too many times addressing him. Sorry. And some people thought that he said something about politics that offended them. They're uptight. It was nothing. And anyway, I'm glad that interview's closing at 100,000. Take a look at it if you can. I still need to watch the Wonder Years video. Yeah, take a look. It just came out today. Any chance of Josh or Kenny from Typo Negative? One of them, Johnny Kelly, told me would come on. I believe it was Kenny. He said that Josh, he did not think would do it. But yeah, maybe we'll do a Typo day on one of the anniversaries. MASH location. Yeah, it's hot right now. So maybe one day. There's a few locations out there, but might have to wait a little while. The tour videos are king with Johnny and gang. Yeah, I didn't know that Johnny joined the gang, but he's got a lot of free time on his hands, so maybe. Let's see here. Get your ass over to the Brady's Shack. It's got to be worth at least $250,000. I don't know what the Brady's Shack is, Rusty Balboa. It's the Brady Bunch house. I already did it. But elaborate, please. Thank you. Hi, Jason. Thanks for the memories you provide. I also worked with the 80s groups back in the day. Nice, James. Hopefully you got out safely. Petticoat Junction location. I don't think we're going to find anything, but we could look. Would Bloss be at the Hollywood show? He will not be at this one. We're working on something maybe down the road, but this one is already locked in. I was thinking maybe Duke Fame, Paul Shortino, at the next one. I have a few other people in mind. So, have I been to the Sandlot Field in Salt Lake City? I have not, but I think I would like that. And if you would like to order a memento of the occasion of the invasion celebration, there's the link. Click on it. And you know what? Michelle makes a good point. If you use the code RAT and you spell it correctly with capitals, you're going to get 10% off. I can't believe the savings. I don't know if we can afford to do this. Anyway, how's the new video camera? I think it's working pretty good. We've got a lot to do. I've got to get used to this. I have all new lights, all new iMac Mini Studio sensation. I got new microphones. I got this thing on my nose. It just keeps itching. There's nothing there. Need an Eddie Jackson interview. You know, that might be good. You know, Todd Latore ignores me. I've asked him a bunch of times, and he ignores me. But he gave me his number. I thought he wanted to do it. Let's see what happens. I have Michael Wilton's number. Maybe we'll text him. Should we text him now? Maybe not. I mean, when you are keeping it real in channel, which is why it's blank. Well, thank you. Yes, try to keep it real here, and I think that's the thing. Everyone's trying too hard. You know, either we relate to each other. Maybe a lot of you are close to my age, 75. And a lot of you like the same things I like, and we're having fun, and it's not perfect. And I think that's one of the things that we can all relate to. We're just hanging out. Paul Murphy, thank you for being a channel member. Jason, will there be a meet and greet opportunity with Stephen on July 19th? I'm coming from Australia, and just so happening to be Pennsylvania that day. Yes, there will be meet and greets with Piercy at every location. As far as Warren DeMartini goes, not sure. Maybe one day. But I think that Pennsylvania show is just a Stephen show anyway. But yes, there will be a meet and greet. Awesome. You got your postcards in the shop. Must have order one. Well, thank you, Travis. I appreciate it. Yeah, we have the thing with you get a signed postcard and you get some pics and you help support the channel. So here's Francis. Francis has been around a long time. Good evening, Jason. You look amazing. Well, thank you, Francis. Appreciate the kind words. This is Amy. Jason, are you going to be at Las Vegas June 10th? These are the questions that but these are the craziest questions. Of course, I'm going to be at the Piercy D. Martini show. I don't get to stay home. I will be there. I'll be at Counts Vant on June 10th. Stephen Piercy, Warren DeMartini, early show. Doors at 7, show at 8:30. A lot of famous people are going to be there. Could be some jamming with legends. Can't tell you anything else. Did I ever get into the band Badlands with Jake Ely? Sure, yeah. I've seen them live and I met them. I have a picture with me, Jake, and Ray Gillen, the late Ray Gillen. And yeah, I like Badlands. Did Marky Mark show up? I don't think so. That's why I'm going to put some people on the list that are insane and not sure. There was a guy in Steven's solo band. I'm not going to say names because it doesn't matter. But he used to go to a city and then he would put some like really famous people on the list that there was no chance we're going to show up or that he even knew. Mm-hmm. And I remember we were in Seattle and he's like, put Jerry Cantrell down. I'm like, Jerry Cantrell? Like, it was just every city. And I think he would go on their Instagram or their Facebook and then go, you're on the list tonight, bro. He was very Hollywood, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I see a super chat. I'm going to get to that in just 1 second. Wish Jake Lee would start a new project. I doubt it. But maybe, who knows, maybe. Jason, congrats. 9,000 new subscribers since Friday. Your impression of Bach is dead on. Thank you. Jeff Down is up. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting places. Tour diaries are epic. I want to mention about the tour diaries. So I made one for like every show I've done in the last 4 years. So there's probably close to 200. But I have a job to do, tour managing, and it's hard to sit here and edit all the time. And even Michelle edits, I edit, we do what we can. But it's hard, to get on the road. If I do 50 shows a year, it's 150 days traveling minimum. And so then the location videos have to be edited and put out. When I go on the cruises, it's kind of timely. So those have to come out. But so don't you think that I don't have 30 tour diaries, My Life on the Road episodes that you haven't seen yet? Because I do. And there's a lot of them. And there's a lot more on the way. So if you like it, stay tuned. Yeah, you're going to watch them and it's going to be outdated. But so what? If you like seeing it, you like seeing it. Jason, you deserve more subs and views. Your channel's the absolute best and you're a great interview. Forget the haters. Thank you. I spend very little time worrying about haters. It's all entertaining to me. I think the subscribers and things are going up. If you're watching this video and you enjoy it, please give a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Quincy Filming Locations would be a good escape from the Vegas heat. Well, there is California isn't exactly chilly right now, but Quincy is coming. It is coming. Well, it was on the list last trip. We just didn't get to it. A lot of people saying Beverly Hillbillies. We'll have to stay tuned. Do you ever watch Svengoolie? Occasionally. It's not my favorite. I respect the idea. It was called Zachary when I was a kid, or Elvira, or Vampire. But your videos look 100 times better since the new upgrade. I think you guys might just think that because I said it. I haven't really changed that much. The videos you're watching, I mean, maybe they're a little better, but anyway, yeah. If you believe it, then I believe it too. ETA on Mike Tramp. Yeah, he sent me a date. I think it was June 21st, but it's coming. It's coming. There's Bats. Hi, Bats. I definitely like how chill these streams are. Bats has a lovely profile photo. Some people photograph better than others. Usually I can't see what do you call that? An emoticon? A photograph? A screensaver? Anyway, Bats, thank you. Thank you for looking more attractive than this person right here. Hey, Ron Jeremy's here. As you know, Ron Jeremy is in a coma and only wakes up to show support here. What a handsome photo. One day I'll tell all my great Ron Jeremy stories. Typo, couldn't correct it. All good, no worries. Believe me, you should have seen how the show started. But yes, I will be there, of course. Any chance that you see Dave Mustang comment about Warren DeMartini? I did not. I'm hoping he said Warren DeMartini is one of the best guitar players of all time. Chick U, thank you so much for the generous super chat. It means a lot. Would you ever consider All in the Family, or would it be too controversial of the softies? I don't think it'd be controversial at all. No more controversial than the Jeffersons or Sanford and Son. I mean, you should see the hell that I get. I'm in a race war now. I am going to have Eric Monty on the show. We're working on it. He's one of the creators. He wrote for All in the Family, created Good Times, created Jefferson's, What's Happening. Anyway, and we'll talk about it. But no, I'm going to do the All in the Family house, possibly on my next New York City trip, which is in mid-June. It's in Queens, so it's sort of by the airport, and there's some other good stuff, though. Eric Singer of Badlands, great. Yeah, Eric Singer, a Vegas native, who you'll see from time to time. So sick you get to see them live. They're awesome. I was too young to see them live. Can't remember who I was talking about seeing live, but I'll take it. Yeah, Sean Brown and Chick U for president. Chris, you're not kidding. If it wasn't for Chick U and Sean, you know, they make me, I got to go to work. Dr. Now told me I got to do the work. Christina, I'm looking forward to the Surf Ballroom and Memorial Sites tour diary. Surf Ballroom's incredible. I almost feel like I should jump ahead and edit it. It's such a good video. I have this, it's funny, they give me this never before seen exclusive of the new museum. The museum's probably been built already. You know, I hate when people give me an exclusive. Jason Green is the new Howard Stern, in my opinion. Awesome show always. I appreciate that compliment. Howard Stern is in his 70s now. I still love him, but it's not the same as it is now. I can't do lesbian dial-a-date, although maybe I could. I couldn't do the crazy things that Howard does, you know, because of this new world, because the world is soft. We are in this soft world. I wish I could be a little crazier on here, but I can't. But yeah, that's a comment. You know, someone commented today and they said about my Wonder Years video, they said, this is like when Adam the Woo was cool. Now, a lot of you might not even know who Adam the Woo is, but I sort of respect him. Sometimes his videos make me crazy, but you know, he's the same age as me and played bass in a punk band, as did I, likes 80s movies, and really just likes the freedom of going places. The greatest thing that will come out of this YouTube show is that I make my own hours. See, I do things I like, and then I bring them to other people who might like them as well. So anyway, that, Howard Stern, those are all very good compliments. Trying to keep things fresh. JC says, hit the like button, and you can always trust in JC. You need to get a tech major, Vita intern and add those. Maybe. I mean, we've been talking about adding somebody, I'm going to need some Chick U and Sean Browns to afford them, but at some point, we'll be posting M3 Tour Diary soon. Jackson's mommy. I haven't seen Jackson's mommy in a while. Yes, M3 Tour Diary should probably be here 2029. I don't know, eventually. I like to try to keep them in offer. Yeah, the good old hedgehog, the one and only. Real tomato ketchup, Eddie. Did you get to hang out with Dimebag and Vinny? I did. I knew Vinny very well. Dimebag, I only hung out with Vinny one time, but we were at a gentleman's expo because they used to own a gentleman's club. And boy, we had fun. And the guy from Police Academy was there who makes the noises with his mouth, Michael Winslow. And they were very nice guys. And Vinny, I got to know very well, and I'd gone to his house many times. And he always came out to see Cincinnati Sinners. He came out to see my band play. I played one time on the Strip at a place called Carnival Court, and he was there. And I said, everyone came backstage, and they go, "Oh, Vinny's here." And I go, "Well, okay, I'll say hi later." I mean, I see him all the time. I don't want to bother him. He was always nice, by the way. Could be a million people recognize him. Could care less. Take a picture, sign, or that was not how he was. He was really a nice guy, and team player. Always donated to my charities. In those things, I couldn't say enough. I did charity, and he would be the first one. He donated a dime model guitar. He donated his snare drums, and anything. He would show up and jam. He was really a pretty cool guy in his own way. Definitely didn't take the best care of himself. And I think he was never the same after the loss of his brother. Talk about a tragedy. But I remember that night, though, we were probably the last band he ever saw because he passed away. Maybe that show was on a Thursday and he was gone by Friday or Saturday. Very sad, but a legend. We're keeping him alive, and he would not be for this reunion in any way, by the way. Ask anyone who knew Vinnie Paul, he would tell you no way should they be using the Pantera name. I say do what you want. You guys want to hear Pantera music? The singer is alive, bass players, whatever. Welcome Back Kotter and the Hedgehog video diary. Everyone asks for Welcome Back Kotter. If you go back and watch the credits to Welcome Back Kotter, there's not much to see. There's a sign that says Welcome to Brooklyn that's gone. It's supposedly in like a mayor's office or a bus depot. But next New York City trip, got to get Kojak locations. So it's funny, when I was growing up, I grew up in Inwood, Washington Heights. My mother still lives there. And they were filming an episode of a Kojak TV movie right on the river, the Hudson River. And I got to meet Telly Savalas. I think I got his autograph, and it was a cool experience seeing Kojak. But Kojak was way dark for my time. The story was about a baby who was thrown in the water and washed up. I mean, it was heavy duty shit. And even looking back at those episodes, Kojak is pretty dark. The character, who loves you, baby, and the lollipop in the mouth. Anyway, he died at the Sheraton Hotel, where I did a video about it. It'll come out in about 30 to 40 years. Reb Beach interview will be good. Reb Beach is a pain in the ass. Oh, and Kip Winger, he's a pain in the ass too. I've asked these guys 5,000 times. They go do interviews that get 34 views. I mean, they'll go to the opening of an envelope, but yet why wouldn't you come on a show that, by the way, has 6 million views now? Like, I don't know. I love Reb. No one's kinder. They were mad that I said something about maybe they're going to have a farewell show. Well, they were saying it. Anyway, I hope they'll come on. I'm a fan of them, but I don't know. Don Dokken, we're going back and forth. See what happens. David Coverdale, doubt it. Bo Hill, maybe. By the way, I read today there's a thing coming out called the White Snake Experience. This is as stupid as it comes. If I wanted to do clickbait, my clickbait title would be White Snake Experience Stupid. Who cares? Tommy Aldridge is the only real member of Whitesnake, if you even call him a real member. So stupid. Croatian singer. I mean, Foreigner's a joke. Now Whitesnake Experience is a joke. Just give them time. They'll take the experience off. Anything with the word experience is bad, except Jimi Hendrix. Awesome. I have Dime Vision. And hi, Jason and Michelle. Don't know what that is. Waiting for you to interview Zach Wild. All right, keep waiting. Seen Pantera, Type O Negative back in '94. Nice. I saw Pantera open for Skid Row with Sebastian Bach, the only singer. Let's see. Behind the Green Door retrospective. Yes, I'm working on it right now. Ron Jeremy wasn't in that one. Did you ever watch Kolchak, The Night Stalker? My friend Greg loved it. And when he passed away, he left me this very fancy hardcover book about the paintings of Night Stalker. I sold it on eBay. But he's also buried. The Night Stalker, Kolchak, is the old man from A Christmas Story. And yeah, Could you possibly get Todd Bridges on? I think so. I'd like to. I really want to open it up, but I'm not great at representing myself. I meet these people and I don't think to ask, or I'm embarrassed. You know, some of the best interviews would be because they ask me. When does reality blur the lines when these are actually just be considered cover bands? Yeah. The Sweet is bullshit, and Foreigner is at this point is bullshit. I don't think that's a bold statement. I'm not even going to get into Trickster, though, because that's controversial. Like anyone knows what I'm talking about. Would Warren DeMartini do an interview with you? Let's see what happens, right? You guys keep liking, commenting, subscribing. Everyone wants to suck on the teat of Eddie Trunk. You know what I mean? That's what everybody wants. Everyone thinks Eddie Trunk is where it's at. I like Eddie Trunk. I was happy to see him. But no, Eddie Trunk is not the be-all, end-all, and it's not the most. He doesn't reach the most people. Most people don't listen to the radio, including satellite radio. I tell you right now, there's more people on YouTube than satellite radio. Warren told me, thanks for the invite. Let me think about it. My interviews with Steven are world-renowned and award-winning. So let's hope. I got some good rumored people coming for interviews that you don't see do interviews. I better not say it just yet. Oh, wait. Someone's calling me a douche. Hold on. This is Craig Poisson. I like being called a douche by somebody whose name is Poisson. I mean, okay, you're a douche spelled wrong, and so is Stevie Rachel spelled wrong. You guys are bitter. I called BS on that guy, and he got all freaked out. He used to cry to my friends how Bret Michaels ruined his career. That guy is a joke. Well, I'm sorry that you think I'm a douche, Poisson. You look like, from your picture, I'm sure you're a big, strong, tough, macho guy. And I hope the transition goes well, and no hard feelings. Thank you. All right. I mean, who comes at somebody and calls them a douche just like that? We don't even know each other. I'm not bitter. What am I bitter about? Cocksucker. I'm thinking of starting Sin City Sinners Experience. It's been started. Don't worry. No disrespect, but Eddie Trunk is annoying. Yeah, why don't you call him a douche? Like, I like Eddie Trunk, but he's not the be-all, end-all. And he's been broadcasting for 75 years. At some point, you start to go through the motions. I do like the guy. Everyone can go back to him and said I said he's a jerk. But yeah, Warren, Jake, and George for a live podcast tour. Of course. You know what the problem is? Those guys are all nuts or difficult. Hard. They don't just get up and go. George is the one who's most likely. Eddie talks over his guests and really doesn't let them speak. Alejandro Mojado of the Mojado tribe. Can Michelle model some Wednesday 13 track shorts? Sure. Tell Wednesday to send them over. I love Eddie Trunk, and I think he's still a big deal in the rock community. Sorry, a lot of people listen to him. Amber. Well, I mean, listen, if you pay for your ham radio subscription, maybe you listen to him. Nobody gives a fuck, okay? Nobody gives a fuck. There's no Eddie Trunk interview. Me visiting Sanford & Son's junkyard has more views than anything he's ever done. That just let that process. And it's the same interview every time. That's what you want. That's what you get. That's what you deserve. Don't be a douche. Thank you, Yasmin. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's play the FMK game. John, Logan, finally someone's got some sense. Samantha Fox, Alana Miles, and Bobby Brown. Alana Miles sang the song called Black Velvet. Alana Miles is not into. She doesn't got the meats, but this is easy. F. Bobby Brown. Sorry, Janie, and sorry to Maddie Lane, who's been on the show. That's her stepmother. But you give it to her, and then you marry Samantha Fox, Sam Fox, because naughty girls need love too. Okay, that was the first intelligent question of the day. Thank you for playing. John, good question. I wish I could give you tickets to whatever, anything you want. Paradise. Amber, Bobby Brown, Pamela Anderson, Heidi Mark. These are all women who have been involved or beaten by members of Motley Crue. Heidi Mark was married to Vince Neil. I don't know any domestic things, but Pamela Anderson and Bobby Brown have both been batted around by T-Bone, allegedly. This one is tough. I'm a fame whore, and I think Heidi Mark is the least fame, so I think you give it to Bobby Brown. You married Pamela Anderson, but she's got to wear the makeup. She's like Kiss. What's the point without the makeup, right? All right. Did you ever watch Dark Shadows? A little bit when I was a kid. It bored the hell out of me, but I am a fan of horror, and I always say I'm going to try again, but I don't think I am. Look at this, 1984, Rat opening for the Crew at the Beacon Theater, best concert. That's a big one. Yeah, a lot of history from that show. Would you ever consider interviewing Joel Ellis from Cats and Boots? I have his number, and we've talked about it. The problem is, as the show skyrockets, it's hard to put on people that not a lot of people know. If 5 people watch it, my biggest fear is being the guy who does a YouTube show and gets 34 views. I don't even know how it's possible. I log in and there's 100 and something. Not trying to brag, just telling you. Let's see. Looking forward to next Monster Rock Cruise. We have a running game bet on how many at-sea jobs Johnny has. So far, I've counted 8. I don't know what that means. I don't. At-sea jobs? I mean, I remember Celebrity MT, but that's not 8. Elvira, Morticia, Vampira. You're gonna another Elvira, another one who's not looking for what I got. I got an armadillo in my trousers. Get rid of Vampira. F. Morticia, marry Elvira. I mean, let's see. Oh. All right. Are you looking forward to seeing Ghost? Yes, I am. I'm a fan of Ghost. Don Dokken will do the interview. Well, thank you. I think I said that already. I have a free trial of SiriusXM in my car, and I listened to a little of Eddie's live show today, answering call-in questions. Had to turn them off. Yeah. Someone says Alana Miles has passed. Oh well, maybe I take it back now. Maybe I'll bang her. I mean, it sounds like a Wednesday song. Okay. Lisa, you're good at this. Sean likes a good FMK. Wednesday thinks it's childish. Or doesn't know who anyone is. This is a good one. This is the best one. You always ask the best ones. Danica McKellar, Olivia Diabo, and Dana Plato. Everyone saw the pictures of me and Dana Plato and know we were very affectionate. You F Dana Plato. You don't marry her. She's nuts. And this is tough. Dana McKellar is in great shape. And she's a little younger than Olivia Diabo. I mean, she's my age. She's 50, but Olivia Diabo was so hot. I think you married Danica McKellar. That was a tough one, Lisa. Thanks for making me think. Will you do a follow-up to Sanford and Son on the short Sanford Arms? No, I'm going to go to Hawaii. and do the filming locations from Sanford and Son in Hawaii. Let's see if someone beats me to that. I doubt they will. But there's a lot on the way. Are the Monsters of Rock tour diaries done? Was it only 4 days? There's one more. I feel, how come Lisa comes up in different, I don't know what I'm looking at. I think I'm having a seizure. Aneurysm. No, there's one more. It's being edited as we speak. IT support. Well, yes, he was at IT support. The roofie judge. I'm not sure that was a job. Rub cake food critic. I don't know. Let me look. He's got a lot of time to do things. I like this one. Hold on. Skylar, you were no offense, Skylar, but you're what we call in the old days a pansy. You would have got locked in your locker. I'm with Wednesday. It's childish. Come on, Skylar. Grow up. Get a set. Put some hair on your chest. You know what I mean? Talk about broads and dames. You know. And it's not. And Wednesday doesn't think it's childish. He doesn't know who anybody is, and he probably is scared that some of these uppity goth girls are going to get mad at him. Anyway, Skylar, come on. You're hanging out with the men for tonight. You know what I mean? Kick back. Have some fun. Eddie Trunk makes me think of the show with Jim Florentine, which makes me think of the Fred's impersonation. Yeah, Jim Florentine. They're not funny. Did you go to the Moore in Brooklyn? Very little. Very little. It wasn't I grew up in Manhattan. I was better than everyone else. Magnum PI, most of it's gone, but we'll talk about it. Let's see. How was the Faster Pussycat show? Jackson's mommy. You got to go back and watch from the beginning. I talked about it. It was fantastic. Played a lot of stuff I like. A lot of different stuff. Your on air sign isn't on. Son of a bitch. Well, then what's the point? What is the point of even doing the show? I mean, it's ridiculous. Just wanna waste some time with you. Sometimes it seems too good to be true. Nobody out there to waste time with you. All right, welcome back to Waste Some Time with Jason Green. All right, let's see here. Is Tim Curry still accessible? I mean, what, you got a couch you need moved? You want me to call him? He's in a wheelchair and he's paralyzed on one side. But look at this one. This is a select panochitas. Charo, J-Lo, Salma Hayek. This is too easy. Charo's got to go. I'm a fan of the old coochie coochie, but no. Salma Hayek breastfed like a starving kid in Africa or something. Look it up. So that's a little crazy, but J-Lo looks like trouble. I think you F J-Lo from behind, and then you marry Salma Hayek, and Coochie Coochie's got to go. And for anyone who's offended by tonight's show, fuck you. Let's see. Eddie Trunk. Yeah, well. Yes, Chris, it's all fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's funny, and it's fun. And if you don't like it, go watch something else. Hey, there's Tina. I met Tina the other night. It was nice to see you again and to meet Michelle at Vampton Friday. Very nice, Tina. Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for being so nice. We had a good hang. Rotten or Rollins? Rotten. Not a fan of Rollins. Let's see. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. How is Tammy doing? Jackson's mommy, are you in a time machine? Go back and watch the beginning. I just talked about it for 2 hours. Bats loves Tim Curry. Yes. Legend. Oh, Bats was on a Rocky Horror Showcast for 10 Shadowcast for 10 years. Sorry. Some of the shit I don't get to save my life. This is Mark. Sarcasm is part of having fun. Exactly. You can't be too uptight. Yeah, some weird FMKs tonight. Well, all right. They try to keep it interesting. Bridget Bardot, Raquel Welch, Sharon Tate, a live version in their prime. Easy. You're going to F Bridget Bardot. Well, it's not so easy because Sharon Tate's going to get it. You can you? Is it like Back to the Future? Can I go back and change the events that are going to happen, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Because then I would F Sharon Tate. I'll marry Bridget Bardot, and I'm going to get rid of Raquel Welch. I mean, she's super hot, but she's not. It's not for me. Do you think Brittany Furlan got catfished or caught cheating? I think she got caught cheating with a catfish. I think that Brittany Furlan was tired of Tommy Lee and was looking for some side dick, to be politically correct. And she got busted, and now they're making a whole world out of it. And at the end of the day, I don't know. All right, I'm over these FMKs. I've answered enough. And Skylar's he's in the fetal position, shaking because he can't handle it. So Skylar's definitely a mama's boy. I'll tell you that much. Is Skylar a guy? Skylar, are you a guy? If you're a girl, it's okay. Then you could. Although nowadays chicks are cool too, like Ray Ray. Hi Ray Ray, how are you? Nice to see you. Sorry you're late. Well, Wednesday's here. Did you know that? Wednesday, I was saying that some of your audience are pansies because they can't handle a good FMK. And yet here you are with an FMK. Lassie, Benji, or Spuds McKenzie. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a tough one. I'd have to think about it. But I think that could be bad for monetization. All right. Wednesday will be here. Wednesday, by the way. I'm working on a new series where we're going to talk about each year of the 80s with Sean Clark. I got to text Sean. Wednesday, how was the Monster Palooza? You were at the big Monster Palooza event. I couldn't attend. I had a lot of things to do, very important, top secret things to do. Hopefully, it was a huge turnout. Hopefully, a lot of you met the lovely and talented Wednesday 13. He's changing it to feed, marry, or kill. That might be safer. Spuds McKenzie's probably got to go. For me, I don't know about you, Wednesday. Oh, Gabe Kaplan is excited to see Wednesday, also known as Mr. Cotter. Did we talk about everything? I didn't really have a plan, even though I know it looks like I did. But coming up, we've got the Collector Show, Hollywood Collector Show, June 6th and 7th. That's this Friday and Saturday. If you want to order a signed commemorative picture of the Invasion Celebration, 40 years of Invasion of Your Privacy, signed by Stephen Piercy and Whit Hertford, you can do that. The link is in the description. You get 10% off if you use the code RAT, all capitals. That 10% also gets you 10% off of Simon Wright of AC/DC and Dio merchandise, and waste some time at Jason Green merchandise. So get in there, place an order. We're going to close those orders, by the way, probably in the next 48 hours because I got to get the stuff ready and get it signed. And then the shipping department has to get it out to you. I never really listened to Blue Murder that much. A lot of people love it. Maybe I'll have to try it. Hopefully they'll do a reunion. Oh, wait. That's the link. Get on there and order. And as RJ says, everyone should own Wednesday's new album, Great Flow of Songs. It doesn't disappoint. I'd have to agree. June is the joining Patreon month for us. It's coming up this week. Nice. Well, there's all kinds of new content on Patreon. So you check it out and you'll see stuff that doesn't come out anywhere else. We're mixing it all up. This is Matt Griffin, newish sub here. First lives for fun. Gotta go. I'm only on episode 12 of Tour Darts. I have work to do. Well, thank you, Matt. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you enjoy it. I sometimes wonder, there's people who go, I tuned in to watch the filming locations of Sanford and Son, and now I got this asshole who needs to dye his hair talking about banging dead chicks. What the hell? Invasion, my favorite as well. Silver Knight Kyle. Silver Knight Kyle wanted to do an FMK with Wednesday Bloss and Sebastian Bach. I mean, I think you would marry Bloss. Bloss is a family man. He's like 90 and he still looks like he's in the Up All Night video. I think you'd F Wednesday. But Wednesday's also a handsome man and likes to play with toys and other things. And then I love Sebastian Bach, but he probably is could be rough around the house. You know what I mean? So anyway, there's your Metal Sludge quote. I heard that Vamped is going to be under new Sally Steele. Yeah. Well, then it must be true. No, not true. No new management, no new nothing. Vamped is out of business, closed. If they sell it, something will happen. But that it's done. It's closed. Someone can buy it if they like. It's $4.3 million. Don't wait. Get in there now. Brian listened to Wednesday's record right before he turned this on. Well, thank you. Need to do a room tour. I love the frame universal stamps. Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, I need a house tour. This house, there is so much stuff in this house. Like the majority of my collection is put away and sequestered in the dark. And but I mean, I have a collection of baseballs autographed by Hall of Famers. I have signed boxing gloves. I have movie posters. I have 5,000 signed 8x10s. There's hundreds of pieces of signed vinyl. I mean, there's well over 1,000 Funko Pops. A lot of stuff. Did you ever get into the Phantasm movies? It's not my favorite. I think they're okay. Sean and Wednesday are more into those horror movies and niche horror movies than I am. Jelly Roll got his name from Blue Murder. Very inside reference. But yes, Jelly Roll is one of the reasons why I don't think Blue Murder made it. Your first single is called Jelly Roll. I mean, I don't know. Did you get any nerdy stuff? Well, we'll ask him on Wednesday when he's here. That way he can show you what nerdy things he got. The pansy has to go now. Good night. Thanks for laughing, Jason. Thank you, Scholar. Sorry we had to pick on you. Sorry if it's past your bedtime. Hopefully your mom will tuck you in. And no, I'm kidding. It's all fun. We're having fun here. Having so much fun. You'll be whistling and zippity-doo out your asshole. I like this guy, Chad Weaver. You got some set of balls to talk to your subscribers like you do, boy. Listen. By the way, not a subscriber, probably. Listen, we're having fun. All right? Do you remember fun? Or do you just listen to Eddie Trunk all day? One day, I mean, yeah, rest in peace, John Redcorn. That's the biggest obituary of the day. Poor guy was killed by his neighbors, an Indian actor. He was on King of the Hill, voice actor. Very sad. I don't know what that means. But you don't look like the Jason Green I know. Were you ever a GOA trance DJ? That's me. You got it. I was the biggest Goa. Get out of here. That's an imposter, Jason Green. Yeah, he lived in San Antonio. His neighbor killed him. Way to boost the chat, everybody. 250 people here, sitting here for an hour and nine. By the way, one super chat today. Son of a bitch. People get mad when I complain, and here I am yet again complaining. Ooh. Anyway, Henry's Serpents. Do you still have any balls left? I want to get 2 signed. I just turned the balls off. I'm going to add 2 balls. Can we add 2 balls? Well, why am I? Yes, there'll be 2 balls added to the site, and buy them in the next hour, because then I'm going to take them off again. There's only a few left because we're getting ready for the 2025 holiday rush. So we're going to add 2 balls. I'll sign them, specify who you want the balls signed to. This could just be a joke about my balls, but we're going to add it. Look at Lisa. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, with the super sticker. I didn't mean to guilt you. You're a channel member and a Patreon and a lover of fine arts. All right. And economy is too bad for super chats. Fascism sucks. Chuck, I'm with you. You're all in for a lot of tough years. This big article came out about touring, about how hard it's going to be. I mean, economy's bad. Say what you want. It's bad. But you know what's good? Mike and Tracy M3 with a picture of me in their photo. That is a sexy photo. Here, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Gen X rules. Absolutely. These kids think they know everything. They don't. New balls. Yeah, new balls will be here in November. We had such a rush on these Christmas balls last year. I put some aside because I thought we were going to sell out. We came close. There's a few left, and we'll get rid of those. And then next year, a new color will come out. Christmas balls. If you buy, some people are new. I forget. I just assume you guys all know what I'm talking about. You know, I could do this show and reach out to the people who watch the TV episodes and things. And I could just come on and go, well, hello there. I'm Jason Green. And I could just talk bullshit. And but you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. You tune in for fun. Fun. Boy, your balls get around and around. Yes, they do. Let's save the balls jokes until at least October. Maybe I'll make a Halloween ball this year. Scott Lastly, super sticker. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Yes, Mike and Tracy have the nicest photo. This is Chick You. Nope, the reason I watch is because you keep it real. AK yourself. Thank you. Look, we're meant to have a good time. That's the whole point of this. I am dealing with some immigration issues right now. Unfortunately, the whole country is. But I'm on my way to Canada, and as a tour manager, you have to fill out immigration forms for everyone in your band. And so Stephen Piercy getting ready to play in Niagara Falls, the Falls View Casino with Vince Neil, the voice of Motley Crue. And I'm looking forward to it. So this is my schedule. The 6th and 7th, I'll be at the Hollywood Collectors Show. Wednesday, we should get an auction going. We should do a live auction while I'm in town. Ponder it over. And if you're down, then we'll promote it for on Wednesday. We could talk about it more. But so June 6th and 7th, Hollywood Collectors Show. It's going to be a fun time. Friday, I'll be there with Simon Wright. Saturday, Simon Wright, Stephen Piercy, Whit Hertford. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then after that, Tuesday is the Piercy DeMartini show at Vamp Vegas, smallest show of that. And then off to Canada. And then July, August, September, I am just insanely busy with Piercy DeMartini dates, and then the tour with Bret Michaels, Vince Neil, and Stephen Piercy. So, yeah. Only balls. You think they got a site like that? I know they have them for feet, but maybe they're people who just like a good set of balls. I watched a video. Not I watched a video, but I read an article about balls and the direction they hang, and one hangs lower than the others. And they say that the side that your ball hangs lower is the side that you write with, or the side of your brain. I've taken all the brain tests, and my brain is 50-50, but my ball is to the left, and I'm a righty. So I don't know if it's scientific, but maybe some of you guys want to weigh in on it. Hold on. Lisa, now family's clothing, look place, where will people go to rock? I'm probably going to throw a lot of house parties. Wednesday's in. He thought about it. Let's do it. So this weekend, mark your calendars, a live auction with Wednesday 13 from the Wednesday 13 Man Cave. That's pretty exciting. You guys are going to... so that's on. Wednesday we'll announce it. We'll promote it. We'll share a link. And next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. What does this say? Avril Lavigne, Olivia Rodrigo, Britney Spears. That's Baby Billy. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is tough. This is tough. It's tough. Britney Spears is so famous. You'd almost have to give it to her. She's famous and she's crazy. But then I really like Avril Lavigne. But then there's Olivia Rodrigo. But if I choose Olivia Rodrigo, people will say she's too young, even though she's over 21. I don't know. I feel like you got to F Britney. You marry Olivia Rodrigo, she's going to have a lot more money than Avril Lavigne in the long run. I could be wrong. All right, there you go. Is there something you wanted to add to your collection? Yeah, but I feel like if I say it, somebody will get it before I get it. I'm looking for 2 signed checks. I'm looking for a check signed by Red Fox, and I'm looking for a check signed by Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee check is very expensive. Red Fox is manageable. Now, don't go and buy the one I want unless you're buying it and sending it to me, in which case the P.O. box is in the description. When I was a kid, Kung Fu Magazine ran an ad. Linda Lee Caldwell, Bruce Lee's widow, she was selling his checks. She had 100 of them, and she was selling them for $500 a piece. I wanted to buy one so bad. But in high school, I didn't have $500. They've gone up, and I wish I would have got one. So those are 2 pieces of memorabilia that I really want. And I'm into these silly Wax Packs card boxes now, too. And I'm into the idea of having celebrities open them. I'm going to Knoxville with the idea of Joyce DeWitt opening a pack of these cards. So that's something I like. I need the Empire Strikes Back glasses to go with the Star Wars glasses from when I was a kid. Those are still pretty realistically priced. Anyway, I found out today I'm going to do my best to go to the Salt Lake Expo, Fan Expo, because Chevy Chase and Randy Quaid are going to be there, and those are 2 of my favorites. Okay, let's see what else. I know. Chick U says Avril. I know. Okay. Love the new gear. Camera angle setup is looking good. You should have seen the fight before the show with myself today. I hate this angle. I'm working on it. I like it better when Sean and Wednesday are here, and then I can just be a small slither of screen. Can we see your signed Funko collection? Yes, but not right now, because it would take I don't know if there's any back here. No, you know what? You want to see something signed? I'll show you something signed. And I'll show you something signed that's unusual. How many people have this in their collection? This is a bonsai tree signed by Ralph Macchio. All right? Just to show you that I do keep some oddball items in the collection. And if you haven't seen the new Karate Kid Legends movie, I mean, I sort of recommend it. You got to really be into karate movies, kung fu, self-defense, whatever. I got to get the other ones. I got to go back and get the other 2. But this is the Karate Chop, Karate Kid Legends popcorn bucket, and that's how it works. And then you. The worst thing though is to sit next to somebody in the theater who's doing that for 2 hours. It's better than sitting next to Pee Wee Herman in the theater, who's doing something else, or Fred Willard. All right. We're going to wrap this up in a minute. Thank you. Fan of the bonsai. Mm-hmm. Let's see. A lot of people enjoy the bonsai. Yeah, I like the Miyagi figure from the 80s. I got to get those again. I had them when I was a kid. My mother probably threw them away. Yeah, this would be the bonsai would have made a better popcorn bucket. The reason I don't know if I could put it on. Well, all right, it's okay for now, but you don't want it to break away. One karate chop, and it's over. And I got Wednesday's record propped up by a Snoopy Snokel machine. Will you get a labubu? That sounds very like a personal question, Lisa. I don't know what a labubu is. I don't know what that is. Thank you, Georgia. Did you see the second to last ever Cobra Kai episode with Kreese and Silver on the yacht? I did. I saw them all. I love it. Yes. Yeah, the sandworm popcorn bucket they had for Beetlejuice. Yeah, that was a cool one. I didn't get one. They also had the Dune popcorn bucket that everybody was having relations with. They had it at the licensing show, but they had it locked up because they didn't want people having relations with it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would bang a popcorn bucket. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Let's see here. Bat says the Wolverine one was was worse. Really? Were people banging the Wolverine popcorn bucket? I didn't even see it. The popcorn bucket world has gone crazy. I mean, who knew that this was such a collectible? Yet I'm falling for it. I'm. Some people are going steady with the Dune popcorn bucket. They're forming a relationship. I'm looking up this Wolverine one. Oh no. You're not kidding. This doesn't look real. And who would my goodness. Here's a close-up, if you can see that, of the popcorn bucket. This can't be real. I don't want this in my collection. Don't send it to me. This is ridiculous. I can move much faster with getting things like this ready. But yeah, there it is. Wolverine, and he's got a mouth of popcorn, and then there's dripping butter. I'm against it. Almost time to get out of here. Jeff Down is up. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Jason and Michelle, for all the great videos, locations. You are must-see YouTube. Yes, we are. More me than her. She doesn't need any more of an ego. It goes right to her head, and then I'll be sleeping in the lounge chair. By the way, I ordered these recliners from Costco, right? His and hers. Mine is already broken within hours. It's not because I'm a fat fuck. I mean, I am, but that's not what happened. So we have to send it back to Costco. I want to be one of these YouTubers that is so famous that Costco gets scared and gives me a little something on the side. All right. I'm almost out of here. I've had enough FMKs. Maybe Wednesday's right. Now that Warren is back, is official rat merch in the works, or there's still legal issues around the rat net? Still legal issues. There's still legal issues. While the popcorn bucket thing is a strange trend, it's how they're getting people to spend money at the movies. Most people don't even want to go to the movies. But imagine going on a date and you got to buy this broad or fella, whoever you're with, a Dune popcorn bucket. And you know people are banging it in the theater. I mean, who would want to see it? Dune's not for me. Why is everybody doing the Dune popcorn bucket? Look, I don't know. Maybe I should do it. This is the problem. The people watching are going to go, I have record subscribers now, and they're going to go like, wait a second. I signed up to see the Wonder Years house. Now there's a grown man having relations with a popcorn bucket. You know what I mean? And I got to be careful. I mean, there's a part of me that thinks I got to just clean up my act. I'm looking at the stupid thing. I got to clean up my act, and take the high road. You know what I mean? I can't be doing this kind of content anymore. I'm a kind of a big deal. These pictures are too small, I think. Can you see this guy's hand wrapped around the popcorn bucket? Let me see if I can find a better angle for you. Oh, this one's good. Mm-hmm. None of these buckets are big enough. I mean, can you see that? Look at my gigantic television and see if I can see it. It takes a minute. I'll take a drink while we all think about this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I'm game. I mean, I kind of want one just to say I have it because it's so ridiculous, right? Don't you think that would look great behind me? Sorry, I've been so caught up in this popcorn bucket. I haven't been keeping up on your comments. I hope I liked. I hope I was polite. Jeff Down is up. Because I appreciate that super chat. I'm just really a superhero kind of guy. My best superhero comic is Alice Cooper. Yeah, I want to get an Alice Cooper #1 signed by Alice Cooper. I've thought about it. You never know. Do you have the Christmas Vacation glasses? I do. I have a lot of Christmas Vacation collectibles. Not much I'm missing, to be honest. Interview Garbage Pail Kid artists. Maybe on a live show, if Wednesday would be here for it, it'd be fun. On my own, I don't think anyone would watch. I got the Dune popcorn bucket and I never banged it. Well, I mean, look, the night is young. You go and have yourself a nice little citadel, a little beverage. Next thing you know, you're engaged to a Dune popcorn bucket. Yes, what she said. Mm-hmm. How big of a screen are you viewing yourself on? Well, the screen that's in front of me, this new setup, this is like 36 inches. And then the TV set is like 65, 70, 100. This is like how much can you bench? Where is Johnny Monaco? I think he's working at AM/PM. I'm not sure. But maybe you'll see him in Canada. So buy your tickets now. It's funny, Johnny Monaco hasn't been on this show in a year. Don't clean up your act. The dry humor is golden. Okay, well, when they kick me off, I'm coming over to your house to do the show. Hey, Dr. Paul, question of the week. Yes, I'm not going to repeat it, but it's there. Thank you, Dr. Paul. Good to see you. Sorry, Dr. Paul, to hear about the loss of the Count, Chris Hager. If you want to share any memories of Chris, now's your chance. And yes, AMC popcorn buckets are the new pocket pleasure friend. Nice. He's got a 9.8 of that Alice comic. That's great. Love it. I think those comics are all really underrated. Underrated, yeah. Would you interview the original Alice Cooper bands? Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to try. I don't want to go and beg people. I don't want to like search people. I want the show to be so big that people will go, you know what? Got to do that show. That's the way it has to be. I don't want to go in the pool with these fucking 34 count views guys who ask the same stupid question. what was Alice Cooper like? When you was playing 18, was it fun? You know, he's crazy, right? And then the guy goes, well, you know, and another thing, I don't want to be one of these guys. Would you ever participate in a popcorn bucket bukkake just for the heck of it? I mean, possibly. Okay, let's see. The Village People tribute will not be the same without Chris. Yeah, well said, Dr. Paul. I agree. They're going to be struggling without him. Stephen posted that his father just passed away this weekend. His mom passed away listening to too much sadness for one family short time. Well, it's terrible. When it rains, it pours. Sometimes with grief. It's sad. All right. RJ views me on a 65-inch TV. He looks lifelike. Oh my God. You guys are going to give me a complex. You know, I like the phone is so perfect for you guys to view. It's small. I don't look that interesting. Let's see. Let's look at subscribers. Right? Let's look at subscribers. I never do this. 31,944 subscribers. Right? I want to tell you a list of subscribers, and I got to get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? But I want to show you this YouTube statistic about my Sanford and Son video, which happens to be the biggest, the most talked about video in all the world. Right now, it's at 541,008. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. But I want to get into analytics with you, and I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to show you a staggering statistic. I don't want to show you everything, but right here, it's watch time from subscribers. Give it a second to focus. There it is. This is how many people who subscribe to my channel have watched my video. 98.6% of people who watched the 500,000 video were not subscribed. Only 1.4% were subscribed. I don't get it. I get we don't all have super chats, and I know that the tariffs are coming. But don't worry, they'll chicken out. But make sure you subscribe. Why wouldn't you subscribe? Well, if you like it, a classic deceased is watching me on a 77 oiled TV. OLED, excuse me. Sounds huge. I might have to upgrade. Marcy's got a 55. Very nice, Marcy. Ray has me on a 65. Oh my God. Now maybe I got to sit further away. You want to see some more fun memorabilia? Just here. I think someone sent me this. I think this might have come from Horror Check. I think this is one of the early Christmas ornaments. I think I didn't put the battery in yet. It plays Holiday Road, but license plate is 2013, so I'm thinking that's when it came out. The nicest people get me the nicest things. And you listen, from your mouth to God's ears, or whatever you believe in, Jason needs a YouTube play button plaque. For those of you who don't know, you have to have 100,000 subscribers to get a play plaque. I want it. I want it. I want something. Look, I'm so grateful for the amount of viewers and super chats and everything else that makes this my job. Piercy DeMartini is recreation compared to this. Well, I want 100,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not trying to be one of these assholes. I appreciate everything. I know I got it good. But boy, if everyone who watched that video, if everyone who watched, 500,000 people watched, I would have 5 push play packs. That's a tongue twister. Anyway, yeah, thank you. RJ says it, and he speaks for all of us. Subscribe, you some bitches. Thomas, 55. Thank you, Thomas, for being a channel member. Hit the like button, guys. Okay. I'm part of the 1.45 always watching tour diaries. And that's the other thing. I understand not everyone wants to watch me ranting live. Not everyone understands all the interviews. Maybe you just like the tour diaries. Maybe you just like the locations. I just wish everybody would. And yes, no tariffs on super chats. Remember, never mind. I watched Jason on an 8-inch and he still looks really large. Well, thank you. If you have a P.O. box, I'll send you some stuff. Well, it's funny you say that because we're going to share the P.O. box in the chat right now, and I would appreciate it. It's very kind of you. And yes, the family truckster. Lindsey Buckingham is so bitter about Holiday Road. He started playing in his show. He plays it live. I don't mean he might never play again, but he was. Leif Garrett wants to know what you think of him. I like to have Leif Garrett on my show. Todd Booth, thank you, Todd. Todd, a direct descendant of John Wilkes. I appreciate the super sticker, super chat. I don't know what I can do to get more people to watch. Classically Deceased. I'm not sure if you have Sean and Wednesday on the show this week, but I missed out on Monsterpalooza this week. And did you go, Jason? If so, how was it? I'll be at the Son of Monsterpalooza in October. I did not go. I don't live in California, and I have a lot going on. But Wednesday was there, and so was Sean, and they'll give us a full report. True, Leaf Believes in Dancing. What a great song that was. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. I mean, it's amazing to me that the subscribers are not higher. I got 2 since I started bitching. 2. I'll take it. We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, there's my home address right there. So I live on PMB Street. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. There it is. Aisles number 1. I've watched every tour diary. Now I'm plowing through music reviews. Just finished Nick Bocott today. Thank you. I got to get Nick Castle. I get Sean to make that happen. There's Amy. Jason and Johnny were the Lennon-McCartney of pods. Well, that is true. That is true. I'm the Paul still going, and Johnny is John Lennon, 6 feet under. Now, don't you go back and tell him I said that. I had a nice text exchange with Johnny today. It was funny. And by the way, you're going to see Johnny in Canada. Johnny's be back on the tour diaries. I don't want people to think I don't like Johnny. I can't make him be here. So this is being a YouTuber is a ballsy job. You know, sitting here and being evaluated, it isn't always fun. It's not always funny, and it's not always fun. Too bad you can't make a subscribe only to view your content. Come on, people, it's free. I agree. That should be a YouTube feature. You want to watch the stupid thing? Subscribe. It's not that hard. And yeah. Instead, they're having relation to popcorn buckets, but they can't give me a subscription. And I'll do something special. If I get that push play award, maybe I'll cut it into pieces and send everyone a piece of it. YouTube will be thrilled. Okay. This is Mitch Wooten. Jason, your live videos and channel gets me through a lot since I battled depression and don't have any family to keep up the great time. Appreciate it, Mitch, and I'm glad you get it. That's the whole thing. Why don't we have some fun? I battled depression a lot of my life, and Howard Stern was a distraction to me. I've said these things before, but you know, I read an article today about an ESPN sports broadcaster who it said he died at whatever, let's say he was 55. It said due to battle with depression. We can't even use the words anymore of what happened. You know, it's just terrible. And then I read a lot of people saying, you know, because people always say, reach out, get help. It's never too late. And then I read a lot of people saying they don't have anybody to reach out to. They don't have anyone to distract them. People have lost family. The older you get, you start to lose your family, you start to lose friends. And so if this little silly show talking about banging popcorn buckets makes somebody happy, and for a minute you don't think about it, look, this is therapy for me. I'm happy to sit here and BS a little bit. So yeah. In Cal 71 just subscribed. Let me check that. Yeah, thank you. And you brought a friend. What I'm thinking about doing is I've talked about my 24-hour telethon to get to 100,000 subscribers. I'll do a show every 30 minutes, which means I'll start at, say, midnight, and I'll do a show until 12:30. At 1 a.m., I'll come back on and I'll do a show from 1 to 1:30. At 2 a.m., and I'll do it for 24 hours. Now, the problem when you do these things is that people will unsubscribe and then resubscribe and try to play games. But I think that's desperate times call for desperate measures. 100K by 127. 127? Please. Yeah, I'm not going to be here that long. We got to get it moving. That's why Marcy says Ralph Macchio didn't have a toupee. Definitely had a toupee. 100%. I'm not talking about like he's joining 80s LA Guns. He did. Watch Cobra Kai and look at his hair and then look what they did. They're trying to make him look younger. Jason is a therapist to thousands. Be nice if Jason was a therapist to 100,000. Mental illness is very real, and most of us have. Yeah. Your brain is fragile. Do you ever think of like crazy thoughts? Like you go, you know what I should do right now? And then your rational brain comes in and goes, are you insane? That's life. And your brain is just one click away from going nuts. I mean, I shouldn't even say it like that, but you know what I mean. Come on, people, put the popcorn bucket and hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I agree. There's plenty of time to fuck your popcorn bucket. For now, subscribe to my channel. But yeah, 24 hours. That's so Twitch thought. Laugh out loud. Yes. My translator. Is that... yeah. Thank you. 100K by 1/2/25. I think that passed already. Thank you for the super chat, Rig Pig. Look, we can do this by 26. We can do it this year if we just put our minds to it and we get our wieners out of the popcorn buckets. 31,948. We got 949. I think if I sit here all night, we could do it tonight. Who's with me? Let's see. It says it doesn't look like a wig. The wig is only in the movie. I'm not saying Ralph Macchio wears a wig, but in that Karate Kid Legends, they filled his hair out. They wanted him to. It doesn't look. Watch the last episode of Cobra Kai and then watch Karate Kid Legends. And I'm a fan. I don't mean any disrespect by it. This is your brain. This is your brain on Jason Green. Absolutely. What is your thought on these people who ask for autographs and sell them online, just like the guy who asked Blas? You said Blas, but for 70 plus at the airport. I was going to do an entire show about this new world of autographs and memorabilia. I had an expert coming on, but I can't do it today. But coming up, we're going to talk about these people who wait in airports. We're going to talk about people who feel entitled that because someone is famous, they should be able to sell your autograph. It's insane. And I'll talk about it more soon. Let's see. I tell people at Steven's shows about your show to try to get more people. Well, thank you. Fortunately, at Steven's shows, a lot of people are aware, thankfully. Amy says, let Johnny know we love him. And thank you for directing the Percy shows. I don't really know what that means, but I'll tell him. Hold on. Let's see if we got any more subscribers. Oh, one more. Hold on. Dearest Johnny, this is Jason Green, the tour manager for Stephen Piercy and Warren DeMartini, the band that you are not in. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in Canada. I hope you won't be angry. Amy W. gave me $5 and wants to let you know that she loves you and thanks you for directing. I don't know what that means. The Percy shows, spelled wrong. I hope you have a pleasant evening. And someone told me you have a new music video. Best of luck. Most assholes only watch and don't subscribe. Love and kisses. And Dune popcorn bucket wishes. Jason. All right, we'll see what he says. Thank you, Amy. I've got your message to him. And okay, what do we got here? Okay. Jeff, down is up. Those people that get autographs to sell them ruin the hobby for us. Really love and enjoy collecting. Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much, save it for a full show, but I'm a memorabilia collector. I love it. And yes, it's gotten out of control. People in the airports are complete jerks that could care less. And everyone should just say no to them. And that goes for any of you idiots watching and think you're going to come get Warren DeMartini and Stephen Piercy. No airport policy, in effect. So it's out of control. But what a bunch of entitled fucks. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's stupid. Crazy idea. You go to England for the Sabbath Final Show live cast from time. You land interviews with band members. Listen, it's not a dumb idea. It's a great idea. I don't have tickets. I don't have time. I don't have. Will you be on the 2000s music cruise? No. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been invited. I have one of those yet. 2000s stunk. Ray, tell Wednesday for me he's my hero. All right, well, hold on. Dear Wednesday. Oh, hold on. W-E-D. Okay. Okay. I should probably use talk to text, huh? Ray would like you to know that he's, no apostrophe, my hero. Laugh out loud. This is Jason, by the way. ... Okay, Ray, your message has been delivered. Los Elias comes off as the nicest dude in the tour vlogs. He is. He is pretty nice. John says, Jason's show got me through the ICU. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I probably should get a medical degree then as well. I think. I mean, push play and, ICU award. John, I hope you're doing all right. About having a good time most of the time. Los Elias was the coolest guy when I met him in San Antonio. Saw my Slaughter Cities. Yeah, definitely a good guy. But you shouldn't take advantage. Tell Wednesday I want to play lead in his band. I can't text him again. He'll block me if I text too much. I'm going to the Grove show. Marcy, I look forward to seeing you at the Grove. The Grove is in the parking lot of Anaheim Angels Stadium. I'll be there, though. All right, enough of everyone's in love with Blas. I get it. He's handsome. He's charming. I already said I would marry him in the FMK. And, okay. Russell Towers, Jason is so therapeutic that if my girlfriend John Wayne bobbited me, the only way I could get through it is the surgeon and Jason Green. Thank you. I think I've been having John Wayne Bobbitt on the show. I do know him. Maybe one day we'll just call him on the show. When I first started this, I did it during the pandemic on Facebook. And John Wayne Bobbitt came on. I have the strangest friends. Puck from the real world, John Wayne Bobbitt. We all came on and talked about all our times hanging out together. You guys barely know my past. Are you replacing Trunk on Sirius? I cannot comment on that at this time. Thank you, though. Any Texas shows coming up? Not soon enough, right? We got to get some. Amy W., thank you. Sheena is a punk rocker. Too tough to die. Wow, that's pretty deep. We're going songs, not albums. Sheena's a punk rocker is the better song than Too Tough to Die. Thank you. Yep, I can't comment on that one. Well, let me check these subscribers and see if we hit 100,000 yet. Maybe I could get some sleep. I've been up for days, weeks. Got a new bed. My bed is 7 feet off the ground. It's like climbing the fucking Himalayan mountains to get to sleep every night. I have to go to the other side of the room and run to jump up. The reason I needed a new bed, by the way, that was $31,950. We're going to update this in a second. If you haven't subscribed, get in now for the big tally. Anyway, I'm so fat that my side of the bed collapsed. I bought a cheap mattress with springs. I didn't listen to Johnny Monaco, who told me not to get it, and I ruined it. I ruined the bed. So I got this new one. This is a memory foam, Posturepedic, back in line, foam 2 model, and I got to get a running start to get in bed. I've got a hook and a grapple to get in there. I'm thinking about getting a staircase like old dogs have when they get in bed right before they die. And so I got a new bed. All right, let's update this and see if we got 100,000. 3. We got 3 more. We almost showed you guys too much. Will Geraldo Rivera Ego allow him to be interviewed? I interviewed him for my high school paper. So there. I love the Creature in the Black Lagoon display you have in the back. I had a crush on Julie Adams when I was a kid. Nice. Julie Adams, pretty hot. I met Julie Adams. I met both of the creatures, and that's just a small part of it. I try to just dedicate a shelf to like some of the junk that I have. Like that's supposed to be the creature shelf, and then that's supposed to be some vacation stuff, and then there's miscellaneous. That was supposed to be the Halloween shelf, and then but like I just threw stuff out here. This is a Karate Kid shelf. I mean, I don't really have a theme. All right. I don't know. Yes. I don't know what the Bulls shorts are. I'm sorry. I don't think Bloss wears those. Elf. That's what it's like. It's like Elf trying to get to the top of the Christmas tree. Georgia says, I'm hilarious. Thank you, Georgia. Obviously, you've been drinking. Nothing wrong with that. Sasuke. You and Wednesday are handsome boys. Sasuke flattery will get you everywhere. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you for being nice. I don't know what that means. I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. New rock cruise uploads soon, Green. I guess I'm green. Yes, Friday. The last Monsters of Rock cruise update. Lots of exciting things happen and extreme. But lots of exciting, really great things to watch and extreme. But Michael Schenker is in there too. Have you ever interviewed Chris Caffrey from Sabotage TSO? Not yet. He messaged me that he said that some of the members of Sabotage said things that he didn't like or find correct, and he wanted to come on and straighten them out. That was about 2 years ago. I get it. Would Geraldo come on out? Maybe. Let's get some more subscribers. Will I be watching the Toxic Avenger movie with Elijah Wood? Yes. I would say it's with Peter Dinklage, but yes, of course. I support all things trauma. Toxie is modeling Matt Thorne's hat. And back there, by the way, that is an RV. That's a Sensi RV. It turns on, it gets warm, it has a nuclear green bottom, and it heats up smelling cubes. I don't know why anyone would care about that, but if you do, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, it's almost time to go. I said I'm doing 1 hour. We're going close to 2 hours because I don't want to do anything either, but sit here and talk to you guys. But I got to go to work in a minute. One more subscriber. We're doing lightning numbers. I mean, have all 255 viewers subscribed? Have you? I'm going to check. All right. Have you heard from Niels Lovesour? Yeah, I called him this morning. I used to go to the studio. They work on his bikes. Love that dude. Nice guy. Said he would do the show. Maybe one day. Any interviewing Aussie musicians? Yeah, Rick Springfield is the only Aussie I'd like to interview. That is my favorite Australian musician. Jason Green equals pop culture. Thank you. None of your business is subbed. Thank you. Amy Fisher and I were on a carnival ride together with our kids, early 2000s. Nice. I'm glad you came out okay. I met Amy Fisher. And we were on a radio show together. It's interesting. I believe you will surpass Eddie Trunk. Then everyone wants to be in your show. I believe in you. Thank you. Cornicias del Jose. I look, Eddie Trunk is not my concern. I like Eddie Trunk. There's room for everybody, but it shouldn't be a monopoly, right? I mean, other than Eddie Trunk, who's doing good interviews? And yeah, I'm not even saying he's doing good interviews, but there's got to be room for everybody, something different, right? I almost didn't do the show today because my sleeves were not the same length, and it was making me very angry, and I almost just didn't do the show. Let's see. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think Sirius probably could be trying to get me. Thing is, I got to do things my way. It's my way or the highway. Let's see. We'll see what happens. Oh my God. Will you be on the historical cruise? What is that? They have like a Civil War reenactment. All right, tomorrow, the East and the West, we're going to battle it out by the pool. And then we reenact the assassination of President Lincoln. I mean, historical cruise. I mean, maybe. I wanted to go on the Uncle Stephen, Little Stephen underground cruise, but I was busy. I was busy. Horror, rock, great interviews, classic. We got it all. What else could you need? Remember the Alamo? I made a video about it, and I asked where the basement was. Watch it. It's on this channel. Yes, Titanic reenactment. Good point. Is that what they do? All right. Everyone get ready to swim. We're going to hit the iceberg. All right, I'm getting sleepy. I didn't think I would like Tommy London, but I do. Tommy London and I are going to go do Grease filming locations, the movie, not the place. But I think Tommy doesn't have the look. None of these guys they play heavy metal. Tommy London, and again, I like him. He looks like he's getting ready to fight the Sharks and the Jets. I mean, but hey, what does that mean, right? And Eddie Trunk, I mean, I don't know. He signed Ace Frehley. Let's see. I think, if you want a 75-year-old man who still has his hair, all of it, I'm here. Greece is inferior to Jesus Christ Superstar. Let me tell you, I would love to go to those Jesus Christ Superstar filming locations. I'll be seeing Jesus this weekend, Ted Neely, but not safe. Not safe. Hair Nation with Jason Green? Yeah, I think it's a natural thing. Send your cards and letters to those whack jobs who work there. Jason, you're still sexy. Love your pod, friend. Well, thank you, Amy. You're not so bad yourself. And if you don't mind saying, I appreciate your recognition of my pod. Thank you. Cornicias del Horse. American Music's playing concerts behind houses. Yeah, good. Do it. They should play everywhere. Nick got some cool Sesame Street figures. I like them. Sometimes I got to draw the line of what I should be collecting, but I like them. I mean, one day I'll have it all. 4 new subscribers since I last begged. Tommy London is great. His old band, The Dirty Pearls, are awesome. Check them out. I have. I'm an expert. Ted Neely. Yes, Ted Neely. Jesus Christ. I will see him. All right, listen, unless you guys have something really important to say, to get off your minds, then I'm going to let you guys get back to fucking your popcorn buckets, and I'm going to get back to my life, sitting in the corner, waiting for the next show. That's how it works. I think going on the road. Oh, there's California Dreaming at work, just dropping by to say hi. Thank you. You're doing the Lord's work. RJ says, Tommy London, Britt Langer do a GoFundMe so they can record music together. They became mad when I called them out. I can't always comment. I mean, seems a little strange that they need a GoFundMe. I mean, maybe they'll both come on and ask, and then we can insult them together, right? All right. This is Monster It. I think that says it. Hello, Jason. I'm a big fan. I love the show, and I was blessed to see Stephen in Bakersfield years ago. I got into Wednesday's music. Also love the show. Thank you. Well, thank you, Monster. I appreciate that. How do you feel about Tommy Lee? I think I did that bit earlier when I was talking about all the women that he battered in my FMK. You have to go back and check it out. Best drummer, Buddy Rich, Animal, Neil Peart, easy, Animal. Piercy DiMartini, Japanese, Japan tour dates yet? Not yet. I hope so. It needs to happen. I just click on random things. Oh, hello, new subscriber. Well, son of a bitch. Queen City Burgers and Fries food truck. Welcome aboard. I'm going to send you a piece of my push play button when I get it. When I break it into pieces. Everyone's going to own a commemorative. Check these numbers. Nothing. Not even one. Since the last 30 seconds. By the way, I got to like this video myself. You guys got the Roku TV? I do. Love it. I love it. I'm 50 years old and I love it. I love it. I love it. I stretch and I kick. All right. Ray Race's great show as always. Amy Fisher, Tanya Harding, Tracy Lords. You F Amy Fisher, you marry Tracy Lords. You say goodnight to Tanya Harding. All right. Listen, we've had so much fun. Oh, Baby Billy Freeman. I just subscribed. Well, you've been watching the whole show. About time. Thank you. And there it is. It's that easy. It's that easy. If I do the 24-hour telethon of subscribers and it doesn't kill me, we are going to really kick some ass. We're going to have so much fun. Bill is apparently has a Dune popcorn bucket. And John is glad I did the show tonight. I'm glad I could. I'm glad I could help. Don't know what that is. All right, I got to get out of here. I appreciate it. Did I thank everyone for their super chats and support? I hope I did. Listen, what's coming up? Because I got to get these plugs going. Wednesday, I'll be here live with Wednesday 13. Probably Sean Clark, see what he's up to, and then after that, Collector Show June 6th and June 7th. If you want to order a photo, do it right now. Those orders really are going to close. It's not me bluffing; they're going to close, and you can buy that at the link. That's not the link, but I'll take your compliment. Thank you. Do you like Billy Squier? Yeah, why not? He wrote the song about popcorn buckets. I'll tell you that. There's the link. Click on it. Go and buy it. There's limited supplies. There's only 40 of the Piercy Whit Hertford photo. You can have Stephen write round and round, lay it down, or rat and roll, first time ever. You got to make sure you pay attention, add it in the description. He'll write your name on it for no extra cost, whatever you need. And thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Yes, and thank you, and doctor. All right, and so that's what's coming up. I appreciate everyone watching, and we'll see you again Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to send gifts to the P.O. box that is in the description. Thank you.